The Chicago Cubs take 2 of 3 against the Rays. That's right. And this game on Sunday is one off the back of one Nico Hoerner. Where this is Mr. Reliable part 2. But we also got to talk about another guy that, dare I say, is becoming reliable also, in Ian Happ. And then last but not least, what the heck is going on with Seiya Suzuki, and why aren't the Cubs talking about his injury at all, or telling us what he's sick from or what he's got going on? We got to talk about it all and then some right after this. What's going on, Chicago Cubs Central? It's your boy Mike Jones back again with another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, Chicago Cubs #1 spot for all Cub fans. Listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend. Hope you guys are ready for the next week's grind. The Chicago Cubs hopefully are ready for the next week's grind also, because they have a series starting up against none other than the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's right. It's their last time seeing the Pirates this season. The Pirates, who aren't officially out of the postseason just yet, but for all intents and purposes are out of the postseason. They'll do 3 with the Pirates, 4 against the Reds in Cincinnati, and then after that they will have a day off before the Mets come to town, and then they finish off their season against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubs' magic number is down to 5. That's right, 5 games to secure a playoff berth. And like I said, I'm all for all intents and purposes. I assume they'll probably end up doing that next week. With that being said, guys, we're gearing up for playoff time. Are you guys excited? Are you excited around here? I mean, come on. I know this has been an up and down season. Things didn't go the way we thought they were going to go. We thought the Chicago Cubs are probably going to win the division. And hey, anything can still happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility yet. There's still 4 series the Chicago Cubs have to play. And the Brewers have cooled off tremendously. There's still an opportunity there. So don't give up hope just yet. But the Chicago Cubs, man, it's playoff time, baby. This playoff time. Are y'all ready? This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been looking for. We're waiting for the Chicago Cubs to get back to playing in the postseason. Postseason ball is not always pretty. You're not always going to be able to immediately come in and just dominate. You're going to have to grind some games out. You're going to have to come back in some games. And that's what the Chicago Cubs have shown me over the last 2 months. There's a type of grit, a type of intensity that the Chicago Cubs play with that allow them to be able to come back in games that they're not supposed to win. Not saying that this game against Tampa Bay they weren't supposed to win, but they did go ahead and come back in this game against Tampa Bay. Shota Imanaga was on the mound. There was a time and point in my life where I thought a Shota Imanaga pitching matchup meant that it was an automatic W for the Chicago Cubs. That hasn't been the case lately, whether that be due to Shota messing up or whether that be him not having enough run support sometimes. But in this game, Shota Imanaga just did not have the best stuff. I think his arm is probably getting a little bit tired on him. But he did give up 2 home runs in the first inning. He gave a home run up to Diaz, and then he gave a home run up to Caminero. Both of those happened in the first inning of the game, and the Chicago Cubs looked like it was going to be one of those quick nights for them. Instead, the Chicago Cubs, then Shota Imanaga improved his pitching, only giving up 1 more run after that on a bunt single. But in this game, Diaz homered, Caminero homered off of Shota. But after that, they were pretty much held scoreless outside of that 3rd inning single with a bunt. Nico Hoerner singled to right. Singled to center, and that scored Michael Busch that got the Cubs on the board. That happened in the bottom of the first. Then that bunt happened where Tampa Bay scored their 3rd and final run. And then, of course, Ian Happ homered again, his 23rd homer of the season. That made it 3-2. He did that in the 6th inning. And then in the 7th inning, Nico Hoerner came back up again and doubled to left. And that scored Matt Shaw and Willie Castro. And of course, like I said, with that, that was your scoring punch for this game. The Chicago Cubs offense is looking a little bit better. It's looking a little bit more alive. And this is without PCA performing. And this is without Kyle Tucker even being in the lineup. The Chicago Cubs are winning these games, and they're doing it off the back of Michael Busch, Dansby Swanson. You got to give him credit. Nico Hoerner. And last but not least, Ian Happ, man. I'm going to keep talking to you guys about this guy because Nico Hoerner, I want to talk about him first. He has become Mr. Reliable. We'll talk about Ian in the next segment. But Nico Hoerner in this game went 2 for 4. He did not hit a home run. He did not score a run, but he had 3 RBIs in this game. Nico Hoerner has slowly but surely shown you that he is somebody that is clutch. He is Mr. Clutch for the Chicago Cubs this year. I know I keep giving him different names. Is Mr. Reliable? Is he Mr. Reliable? Is he Mr. Clutch? He's everything as long as he keeps doing this for the Chicago Cubs and we keep winning, because Lord knows we need this. We need this as a team. We need the Chicago Cubs to start breaking up some wins, and they get their 85th win of the season. Like I said, beating out the last 2 years' records. And again, the Chicago Cubs are just showing you that they are preparing for postseason baseball. So I want to give you guys this tad bit. Nico Hoerner and Trey Turner are the only players in MLB this season with a 295 plus batting average, 25 plus steals, and 55 plus RBIs on the season. Listen, let me tell you something. When you start being mentioned in the name or in the list or in the same vein as a Trey Turner, you're doing something right. You are doing something right. And like I said, I think that it is I think that it's amazing that that what Nico Hoerner has been able to do for the Chicago Cubs, and how he's just been Mr. Reliable wherever you put him in the lineup. Hey, Nico, you hit better off lefties. We need you to bat first in the order. Cool, I'll do that, and I'll produce. Okay, Nico, we need you. We need you to put you closer to the back of the order once we have runners in scoring position. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Whatever the need be, Nico Hoerner has answered the challenge for the Chicago Cubs. And listen, man, it's been wonderful to watch. It has been wonderful to watch. Like I said, he's been very clutch for the Chicago Cubs this season. And like I said, we all are indebted to him for that. And I hope that this is a building block for him into the postseason. Give me your thoughts on Nico Hoerner. And do you believe this is a building block for him into the postseason? Do you think he'll be able to also deliver like this in the postseason? After this, we'll talk about another guy that has been coming up clutch for the Chicago Cubs lately. I have been talking ad nauseum, and I still will continue to talk about the product, the brand that has changed my life and can change yours too. What's that product? It's Dubby. It's an all-natural energy supplement that you can take on the daily to help you get through those urges, those moments when you want to nap, then when you hit the cliff, or if you had a long night the night before and need to get through another crazy day of the hustle and bustle, the 9 to 5, whatever you got going on. Dubby is your energy drink. That's right. Not to mention, when you buy a container of Dubby, it actually equals out to almost $1 per drink. You can mix it in with whatever you want, whether that be a juice, whether that be a water, whether that be some type of other energy flavored drink, whatever you want, you can mix Dubby with it and it will do the trick for you. Guys, I don't understand what you're waiting on. Dubby takes care of everything for you. All you have to do is go on to the Dubby website and place your order. And at this time, when you do that, all you have to do is put in Cubs Central Pod 2024. That's right, Cubs Central Pod 2024. And you get 10% off on your Dubby order. That's right. Hey, listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, Jitterless Energy. It's they have all different types of different flavors for you. Dubby has what you need. Be better with Dubby. Over the course of the season, Ian Happ has seen many highs and many lows. Right now, he is riding on probably his best high to date. Ian Happ has become up so clutch for the Chicago Cubs. I already gave you Ian Happ's numbers in the last episode that I did. But once again, I just wanted to give him his flowers and show respect where it's due. Ian Happ has been hitting since Kyle Tucker went down with injury. He's either been hitting second or third in the batting order. And today's batting order, it went Michael Busch, it went Nico Hoerner, and then it went Ian Happ, and then Moises Ballesteros after that, which Moises Ballesteros has also been on a great heater. Once the season is over with, we'll do a postseason wrap up, and Moises Ballesteros will be one of the pieces that we talk about expecting to make the major league roster next year. I don't think there's anywhere a world where you can't have Moises Ballesteros not on your major league roster. If you look at that swing, if you look at what he's able to do, how he's able to handle pitches and drive the ball where he wants to across the field, it just makes sense to have Moises Ballesteros playing for you, especially when you go through those droughts where you seems like you just can't score a run because the kid is instant offense. But yeah, you look back at Ian Happ, he went 2 for 4 in this game. He's gotten his batting average back up to 242, a respectable 242. In this game, he scored a run, he hit a home run, and he had an RBI. Ian Happ has just shown you exactly who he is and what he can be for this Chicago Cubs team. And again, he is somebody that has just been reliable, somebody that has come through in the last couple of weeks, especially since Kyle Tucker has went down with this injury. And it's just been one of those things where you can depend on Ian to come through for the team when you need him to. And he's come through in this Tampa Bay series. He had a very good series against Tampa Bay. And we're looking for him to have another series when he goes back to Pittsburgh. That's right. Ian Happ, I believe, is from Pittsburgh. He always plays pretty good in Pittsburgh. So we're looking for him to do some damage in Pittsburgh and help the Chicago Cubs team win some more games. We'll just have to see what happens. The Chicago Cubs are also without one Seiya Suzuki. So your final topic for the day, we're going to do injury updates, injury reports. Seiya Suzuki will travel with the team to Pittsburgh. He's dealing with some type of health issue. He will not play Monday. So like I said, we don't know exactly what the extent of the health issue is. And again, this is why I don't like our management team, because they're so secretive about things like this. We don't know what's going on with Seiya. We don't know if he's out for the rest of the season. We don't know if it's some type of just stomach bug, if it's just got him down and out for a couple of days. We don't know if it's something going on with his body. We just know he's sick and he's not well right now, but he is well enough to travel with the team. So we'll just have to see. It could also just be a facade just to have, Moises Ballesteros or somebody like that get time at DH and give Seiya Suzuki a break without having to IL him. So we don't know. I don't know. Who knows? This management team will never tell us what exactly is going on with them. We'll never know. It'll come out in a book one day, but we'll see. Also another great news, a return on the way. Mike Soroka will come off the injured list on the trip. So he will pitch on this trip, whether that be in Pittsburgh or whether that be in Cincinnati over the weekend. One of those times he will pitch. So Chicago Cubs are starting to get healthy. We got a week and a half left of baseball, and the Chicago Cubs are right on track to get healthy. Getting Mike Soroka back is a good thing for the Chicago Cubs. So we'll have to see about that. We don't have an update on Miguel Amaya yet. But we do have an update on Kyle Tucker, who can come off of the IL on Tuesday. So we'll have to see what they decide to do with Kyle Tucker. Stay tuned for that. Like I said, when that news drops, I'll definitely have something on that for you. Last but not least, let's look at our games for the week. That's right, the Chicago Cubs. Man, it's so hard to believe, y'all, that, like I said, it's almost over. But they will see. They play their last 3 games against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jameson Taillon takes the mound Monday at 5:40 p.m. going up against Braxton Ashcraft. And like I said, it's looking like Braxton Ashcraft is 4-2 with the 2.47 ERA. Jameson Taillon is 9-6 with a 4.15 ERA. We'll have to see what happens with that. Both guys are right-hand pitchers. Chicago Cubs going to have to take advantage and win that game. And then, of course, we got Cade Horton, 10-4 with a 2.70 ERA going up against Paul Skeens, 10-9 with a 1.92 ERA. That's going to be a very, very good matchup on Tuesday. And then, of course, the Wednesday matchup, the last time we see him, 11:35 a.m. start time, it'll be Matthew Boyd going up against Johan Oviedo. Johan is 2-0 with a 2.81 ERA, and Matthew Boyd is 13-8 with a 3.05 ERA. So we'll see about that. And then the Chicago Cubs will then travel to Cincinnati. They will play the Reds for the weekend, do 4 against the Reds before they get a day off. So we got baseball literally all week long. Cubs baseball all week long, y'all. So let's bunker down. Let's get excited for it. It's going to be a great time. And yeah, we'll have to see what the Chicago Cubs are made of and see if they can clinch that playoff spot this week. Once again, we always fly the W every single time the Chicago Cubs win. They beat Tampa Bay. We should be excited about this. I'm excited about the Cubs playing in the playoffs. It's time, baby. It's time. Let's get to it, man. It's going to be a great end of the season, a great couple of weeks, hopefully month of baseball for the Chicago Cubs. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of you guys that have tuned into this episode. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, man, until next time, go Cubs, go.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.